It's the NFL on EA Sports, where we'll see two of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. It's the Washington Commanders and the Chicago Bears. All that and more coming up next.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed the starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that'll be talked about, well, for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. That's going to be taken in at the 8. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jaden Daniels.
Jaden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. And while there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jaden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Daniels from the pistol. That's complete. Here's Brown. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Daniels on 1st down. He's got a man left. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable, and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. An option give to Robinson. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. They'll get this one to Brown. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 38. Has him on the quick hitter. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Third and just 2 to go. Defense showing blitz. Daniels. He has the first over the middle. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, And man, did he make an impact play.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Has a man. It's Ertz. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Again, Daniels to the air. Escapes the pocket. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Commanders ball as we get back for the 2nd, and they're thinking points. Out of the gun, Daniels. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Touchdown, Washington. He hung in there as long as he could. A lot of quarterbacks would have bailed out, and it was what you talk about, Brock, that courage that kept the chant for the touchdown alive.
Yeah, that touchdown's going to show up on his stat sheet making the catch or the quarterback stat sheet for making the throw, but hey, can we put some touchdowns up there for the big boys up front? It was their blocking and buying of time for that play that led to the score.
Austin Seibert on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add 1 on to their first touchdown of the contest. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flight. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked 1st overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
Well, we've had to wait until the 2nd quarter to finally see him and his offense out there. And we're going to see what they have in them here, Kate, in a hurry. Down a touchdown with how long they've been sitting over there. I know the feeling. You're chomping at the bit and likely going to be pretty aggressive with the football.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play, but they will take that execution every time.
Going to the ground again on first. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
A draw now. This is Swift. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Williams from the gun. Forced out to trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Commanders will go on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he has a gain of 4 on the run, which runs us up to the 2-minute warning. Second and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Finds him over the middle. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 34. That's brought in by Luke McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Still sticking with the passing game. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. So on now is Austin Seibert for the Commanders' field goal. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. From a couple yards deep, this is going to come out. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. Now that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was a solid first half of football for the Alabama man, Brian Robinson. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Scott now to return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. Their defense has really kept them in this game. Now it's time for this offense to start putting up some points. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it, in addition to slinging it all over the field.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Williams. That throw finds Komet. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Daniels now. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Daniels. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it's going to be Bears football. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Williams on the play action. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running behind center with Swift. He'll cobble together a yard there. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. So we're through 3 here. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. To throw is Williams. Finds his target, Allen. And he's able to get this down to the 36. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Buys time, rolling right. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. And they make the play at the 23, a gain of only a little. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Going to run again with Swift. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Williams to throw on 3rd. Escapes. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Final quarter, this quarterback's just feeling the need to do a little extra, try to make something happen outside the pocket. But the problem, defense wouldn't let them. They have that same kind of urgency. They want to make some plays of their own before they hit the showers.
And they get to him on 4th down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10, a run to Robinson. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Commanders with a 10-point advantage. First down, and they go right back to him. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. Second and 3 now. Staying with Robinson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now we get another stoppage here. Just 1:52 remaining. The defense burns a timeout. Ball at the 33 for first down. Another carry for Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. So now here's 3rd and 5. Running back, motioning right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Seibert's kick is up and good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
It's all lined up. Seibert now ready to send this flying. Scott now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Now Williams. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. I was hoping to get that one to Keenan Allen. And it's going to be 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Commanders breaking out the victory formation here as he goes to a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And a lot to be happy with on both sides of the football as they come away with a total team victory in this one. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Chicago.